Hi guys, hello to your homegirls. What's up guys? Hey, happy summer. I had a fun idea for a video. So I was like, let me just sit down and record an intro. I don't know if I'm gonna do the video now, like actually do the looks, but I wanted to give y'all a little intro. So it is July. Happy summer. My idea was to do a Christmas in July. I love the weird energy of Christmas in July. Christmas is not in July, but so I got the Oden's Eye Christmas palettes, the Merry Christmas and the Christmas Eve palette, and I have never ever used them. So I was like, you know, now that we're at this weird time in the summer, let me do a couple of looks. So I got these off of the re-release last Christmas, and this was always the one that I wanted. I love the chaos of the art. I think it's dope. And this color story was always like, I was always like, okay, that's fire. This is the color story. You got some green stuff happening up top, and then down at the bottom is like red, neutrals, black, gold, fun stuff. Seeing this color story, I was like, ooh, like it's just aesthetically pleasing to look at. This is a very cool color story, and I'm also very attracted to palettes that have a black in them. I'm wearing black today. I love black eyeshadow, so I want to do a look out of each palette. I'm probably going to use this one first because this one is the one that I'm most excited about, and I kind of have an idea for a look. So I'm probably going to take this off and do a look with this first. If not, you'll see me in the next clip, whether it be today or not, doing the look with the Merry Christmas palette. This one's Christmas Eve. I wasn't going to get this one, but if y'all know me, y'all know I love blue. I love blue eyeshadow, and everyone was saying this one was their favorite. Even though I love the color story of the red one more, everyone was saying that they love this one so much, and there are some very nice colors in here. Some very cool colors in here. This mauve, it looks so cool. The blues look awesome. I love a gray shadow, so we'll see. I'm excited for this one too. I just, the color story in the red one just really gets me excited. But I'm gonna do a look out of each palette, and they'll probably be sped up. I'll voice them over, and then I'll see you guys on the flip, maybe the last look, and let you guys know how I feel about the palettes. We'll see. Never used these before. I'll be back with thoughts. Bye. Okay, looks time. Starting with the Merry Christmas palette, I'm going to start with this matte called New Leaf. I was going for a monochrome look with this green dress that I'm wearing. I'm just throwing that all up in the crease. This look is so easy. And then I went for the deep green as liner. It's called Christmas Tree. So just the New Leaf in the crease, and then Christmas Tree as liner, and picking a shimmer for the lid. I ended up using Snowman, which is so pretty. I think this look is my favorite out of the four that I did. I just love my look here as a whole. I'm putting a little bit of Christmas Tree in the outer corner just for a little bit of depth. I'm using BH Cosmetics Sugar Cone. I think I put some highlight in my brow, yeah. And then I'm doing mascara. I sprayed my face down with some MAC Fix Plus. Setting the brows with brow gel, and then I'm using BH Cosmetics Pistachio. I'll put the shade on the screen. It's the lightest shimmer of them all. I put that in my inner corner. BH Cosmetics Blush Palette. And then I use Elf Wish as a highlighter. This is insane. Like, wait till I like slow the clip down so you guys can see the look. Like, I love the highlighter. Are you kidding me? I love this look. I felt so pretty all day. The lips were Juvia's Place liner and Coffee Shop lip gloss, I think macchiato. This look ate. I felt cute AF all day long. Look 2 with Merry Christmas. Here we go. So I am going to start with the shade Hot Cocoa. I'm going to do like a kind of like I call this like a floating liner looks. It can be looked at as a cut crease or whatever, but it's pretty much liner at the top, liner at the bottom for me. Starting with Hot Cocoa in my crease, I'm gonna blend it. I love the mattes. The mattes are wonderful in both of the palettes. I then am gonna go into Gingerbread to blend out Hot Cocoa, and Hot Cocoa was a little bit redder than I expected it to be. And then I'm gonna go in with the black. It's called Happy Ending, and just putting that in precisely for some depth. And I went into my BH Sugar Cone palette. I'll put the shade on the screen. Just for a nude lid, I didn't want to use Gingerbread on the lid because it's too warm. Going in with Hot Cocoa again for liner, and then I'm going to do the same thing, but instead of using Gingerbread, I'm just going to use the black in the red. And this is so pretty. So pretty! I love the combination of red and black. Red is one of my least favorite colors, but with black, it changes the game. So here I am trying to put Little Star on my lid, and I am struggling, trying to use a brush, trying to use my finger. It was like getting water out of a rock, but I did end up getting a little bit of something, and then to add a little bit more, I'm using orange. It's called All Right. And then I'm going back into BH Cosmetics Sugar Cone for some eyebrow highlight. And I went into Santa Star, which is the gold, and it's so pretty. It's like gold flakes. And that's what I put in my inner corner to kind of make the look pop. This look is very low-key. It's very low-key because I wanted to wear a red lip for this look. So I didn't want too much emphasis on my eye. I wanted the red lip to be the star of the show. Lashes, mascara. I'm using the Sugar Cone palette from BH again as highlighter. Setting my brows, and I was feeling it. I love the look. I thought it was so pretty. I'm using my NYX lip palette, and I'm going to be using Glam Light's Betty Boop for my red lip. This NYX lip palette was such a good buy for me. It's called the Plum, so there's like plummy, reddy colors in here. And I'm using one of the deep plum shades and like a reddish shade, and then I'm using the Glam Light Betty Boop lipstick, and I loved it. It's my first time actually getting some use out of it. So pretty. Love, love, love. I can't help myself, so I had to add gloss. This is the Essence Juicy Bomb gloss. I probably shouldn't have put on the gloss. I should have just left it. Setting spray, kept getting it in my braces. Scent of the day is going to be Glossier You. I'm actually wearing that right now. Love her. And that's the look. I kind of messed up my base. If you can tell on my forehead, I like my scrunchie pulling it over, like took a chunk of my base off, but I think this is so pretty. I love. And it's not lipstick on my teeth, it's pink braces because I'm crazy. All right, Christmas Eve, the blue palette. I'm gonna be honest, this look is not my favorite, probably my least favorite out of all four. I'm throwing Nowhere into the crease. It's actually a really beautiful mauve. It's a very gray, very unique shade in my collection. I'm very happy to have it. Then I'm gonna go into blue, Christmas Eve. I'm gonna do a halo eye. Lots of halo eyes in this video. I started the video with the halo eye, and I'm doing a halo eye here, and there's going to be a halo eye at the end of the video. To blend out Christmas Eve, I'm using Nightfall. I was very impressed with the blues. I'm doing the same thing to the inner corner because this is a halo eye. So bringing Christmas Eve into the inner corner, and then I'm going to blend it out with Nightfall. Look at how deep, dark, smoky this is. I couldn't help myself, so I used Blue Star, which is the dark shimmer all over the blue that I did. And then I'm using Ice Crystal, which is like a gray, very light gray, to start lightening up the center. And then I use Silvery Dream, which is a very unique color. I don't even really know how to explain it, in the center, and then using Snowflake in the very center and blending it out. Yeah, I was forcing this look. It was late. I'm one of those people. I'm a morning person. You can get the best out of me earlier in the day. It was late. I was off an energy drink. I'm bringing the blues down into the lower lash line, or I think just Christmas Eve, the darkest one, and then using Silvery Dream in the center of the lower lash line. Yeah, I was just being lazy. I didn't do like good finishing touches. I should have put on some lashes, but I just put on some mascara. But now that I'm rewatching this, the shimmers are really pretty, and it's just that this is just so out of context. This palette is very cold and wintry, and it's the depths of summer, so I just wasn't feeling it. I did some blush, just putting on some random lip oil, and this is the finished look. It's just weird, a weird summer look, not a look. I am very seasonal. I'm very inspired by the seasons, and this is just not summer appropriate. I think my other Merry Christmas looks were. This one is not, but I think I would really, really, really enjoy this in the cold weather when I'm doing more smokier looks. This is the last look. I ended up really liking this, even though I was in a bad mood. I started off with the shade Softly. I didn't even know what I was doing, but I'm kind of making a wing with the shade Softly. Softly is a very unique, poopy, brown, green color, and I'm really doing like a good wing that goes into the crease, and I'm getting it blended out. I think I'm adding some green here. I started off with Just Now and then added in Night Sky, and then I wanted yellow on the lid, so I put on Lemon Tart. And then for the inner corner highlight, I used Snow Light, which is very flaky. And then I went into, was it pistachio or snow cone? I'm using either or to add just some regular shimmer because these shimmers are so intense. Mascara, this is a cute little Sprite lemon lime look. I think it ended up really cute. Using Juvia's Place Warrior 3 for blush, Sugar Cone for highlight, eyebrow highlight. I'm just using Fenty lip gloss, and this is the final look. It ended up really, really cute. Me and green go together now. It's crazy how much I love green eyeshadow now, and how it's like kind of become a neutral to me now. This is really, really cute. Love the green, yellow, lemon, lime vibe. Very cute. Very, very cute. Listen to my final thoughts. Hey guys, what's up? New scenery because I'm at work. I wanted to finish up my first impressions of the Oden's Eye Merry Christmas palettes. There's constant music that plays in my building. I'm gonna see if I can sound cancel that out, but yeah. And sorry I'm not wearing the eyeshadow on right now. I'm at work. I wanted to do a little office appropriate look. This is my MAC singles, which I'm also working on a review of. This will probably come out before the MAC video, but if you're interested, I'm going to be reviewing some MAC shadows. I can't be turned up like my usual self because I don't want anyone to hear me or anyone to walk in on me. So, and then I also didn't make any notes, so hopefully I don't ramble too much. I want this to be quick and sweet. This is the Merry Christmas palette. I told you at the beginning, this is the one that I had always wanted, and I loved both of the looks that I got out of this one. This is the color story. I love the layout. I love that it's split from green and then reds and neutrals. The layout is perfect for me. I love it, and it's really, really inspiring. These shimmers are so pretty. For the first look, I used Elf Wish as a highlighter. This is such a beautiful multi-chrome. It's so many freaking colors in here. It's very fiery. It looks green in the pan, but there's red, all types of stuff in this shade. So beautiful. I used Santa Star in my inner corner for the second look, and it was just such a blinding gold. This is so beautiful. I'm really happy to have this. I'm usually not into warm tones, but I will take them in small doses, and I'm happy to have them here. These are all beautiful. I'm actually really impressed with the matte formula in these Oden eye palettes. The mattes are just chef's kiss. They're so pigmented, they're easy to work with, easy to blend. You only need a tap of the brush for them to do what they gotta do. There's barely any kick up. It's not a messy palette. Second look, I did use Little Star, and I was a bit perplexed at why it wasn't like showing up. This is a really pretty neutral shimmer, toppery, I guess, but I guess it's hard panned now because I was just trying so hard to make it work. And then I mixed it with All Night. Is it All Night or All Right? All Right, which is the orange, because it was just so neutral and so not popping. I wanted something else. So yeah. I used most of everything except Matcha Cookies, Jingle Bell. I didn't use Best Wish. I didn't use New Year. I was gonna use Poinsettia, but Hakao was just so red that I got the red that I was looking for. I didn't get to use Bless, which is so pretty. I used most of it. This is so beautiful. This is a very beautiful palette. I knew I would feel this way about it. Christmas party approved. This is really holiday party approved. You can get a lot of variety, a lot of pretty stuff out of this palette. I loved the looks I did with this one. Christmas Eve palette. This one is the cool tone one, and baby, this palette is icy, very cold. The blues were Blue Wing. These shimmers are a little bit out of pocket. And then another thing about this palette is that a lot of the shade names are misspelled. This is Slivery Dream. I don't know if it's supposed to be Silvery Dream, but I used this in the first look, the Halo Eye, and it was just crusty. I'm not a glitter glue type of girl. Crusty, flaky, crumbly, difficult to use. Probably will work with some glitter glue, but I don't really do that, so I don't know. The mattes were gorgeous though. I was so impressed with the quality of the mattes. Sorry. There's a hallway out here and the walls are super thin. What else? Oh, second look I did another green look. The greens in here are beautiful. This Softly shade is so intriguing. I know a lot of people like these grungy, pukey colors. They disgust me. Like, just looking at them, they make me think of what I think they look like. This looks like diarrhea, baby poop, but on the eyes, actually really beautiful. It's really nice. So I kind of used all the green mattes for my last look, which I wasn't really even in the mood for. Like, I was just doing it to do it. I was playing in some makeup, and it actually turned out really nice. I'm really impressed with the mattes in both of these palettes. They're very nice. Yeah, but this one is just very cold. It's the middle of July. I can't really get into this right now because this is not the appropriate season. Even with the blue look, like, it just didn't look right with the top I was wearing. Like, it's just so cold. It's just not appropriate time. This is a very specific palette, very much winter palette. I love the addition of the yellows. This is very different and unique. I think both of the palettes are very unique. I just think the red one is just a lot easier to wear and work with. This one is not in a layout like the Merry Christmas one is. There's really no rhyme or reason to where they put everything. The red one, they kind of have the greens at the top and the reds at the bottom. Here, I don't really understand what the split is, if there is any split. A little bit of chaos, a little bit of kind of having to stare to figure out a look. I am a little challenged by this color story, but I like that. I usually like that. It'll force creativity out of me, and I appreciate that, but this is a bit challenging. I'm happy to have both. Of course, I still stand true to the fact that the red one is my favorite. These are very special. Again, I'm mostly impressed with the mattes. The shimmers are just so inconsistent. Some of them are just really special and flaky, and I mean, I appreciate like varying textures of shimmers, but it's just madness. It's just like craziness in both of the palettes, just the varying textures of the shimmers. And that's a good way to create a look, is with texture, but it's just so all over the place that it's kind of hard to know what you're getting. Oh no, these are wonderful. These deserve all the hype that they get. Like, again, this is like all you would need for a holiday party. If you were paying attention to me creating the looks, I did have to use companion palettes. I used my BH Cosmetics Sweet Shop palettes to help. I have a neutral one and a green one, and they kind of helped in making my looks a little bit more wearable. The neutral one I use a lot with the red palette, and yeah, the red palette, and I think I had to use the green one for my green look with the second palette. They just, neither of them have very light shades or like neutralizing shades, so my companion palettes helped with that, and that never bothers me because I never really expect, especially palettes of this size, to give me a complete look. I am a palette hopper. I will use about 2 to 3 palettes for a look, so that doesn't bother me. These are wonderful. They're worth the hype. Am I interested in other Oden palettes? No. I am interested in their little singles. I might get a couple of their singles if ever they go on sale. It's a want, not a need. So, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. And it's really the mattes that are making me go that way, like giving it, I think 7.5 is a high score. It's just the shimmers giving me a little bit of trouble. That's knocking the score down. And the blue palette being such a weird palette, which is a good thing. Like, there's no other palette like that. It's just a little challenging, which is also a good thing. But you can't just open up that palette and be like, hey, look. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know which look was your favorite. I wasn't doing anything crazy. I really wanted my looks to be wearable. I was wearing them mostly. So yeah, and again, sorry I'm not wearing the palette right now. It's July. It's not really time for me to be wearing these Christmas palettes. But I hope you enjoyed. I didn't address the pink braces. They're such a joke. Please ignore them. If you enjoyed my video, like, sub, comment, and I will see you soon. Bye.